Hello and welcome to SaltWire today for Wednesday, June 21st. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Concerns are being raised after staff was so short at the Annapolis Valley ER that volunteer firefighters were called in to help an admitted patient in cardiac arrest who ultimately died. The mayor of Middleton, Sylvester Atkinson, is speaking out in an open letter to the premier. Firefighters and paramedics were called to the Soldiers Memorial Hospital at 9 p.m. on July 15th. The mayor says department members assumed someone had arrived at the hospital by car to find the ER closed, but they were instead sent to the medical floor. They were told there was no doctor on site or on call and that someone was coming from Kentville. Paramedics and firefighters worked on the patient until the doctor arrived after a 30-minute trip, but the patient did not survive. In the letter, the mayor says in part, a hospital is where people go to receive medical treatment from healthcare professionals that work there, not volunteer firefighters. Our firefighters are on call to provide emergency aid to the public. That emergency aid should not extend to a hospital where inpatients should already have access to a doctor. The mayor has written to Houston before about concerns over regular closures of their ER, which can be closed for days at a time, and is trying to run mornings only for most of the week. Houston has not yet spoken out on the June 15th death. And speaking of healthcare, a new care coordination center with real-time information is helping patients get faster care in Nova Scotia. The center at the Halifax Infirmary site of the QE2 gives healthcare teams information on bed availability, the status of diagnostic tests and procedures, wait lists, ambulance offloads, and patient transfers. The province says having this info in real time has led to reduced wait times and better patient experiences through things like better bed management and scheduling of staff. The Care Coordination Center is one of several initiatives. Some of the others include an increased focus on frail patients by hiring 4 frailty leads, 1 in each health zone, hiring more healthcare professionals to help patients in hospital become mobile sooner, having lab tests completed earlier, and hiring 250 more healthcare providers like dietitians, pharmacists, and physiotherapists for better evening and weekend access. The race is on to find the 5 people on board the missing submersible off the coast of Newfoundland. Rescue teams were racing today to find the origin of sounds that were heard deep in the North Atlantic. The 5 on board vanished during their tourist trip to view the wreckage of the Titanic. The U.S. Coast Guard confirmed the sono buoys sent to the bottom of the ocean detected noises yesterday as the clock ticked in the last 24 hours of what would be the remainder of air supply on board. The air supply is only 96 hours and the crew left on Sunday. The search is now on for the source of the noise. The 21-foot submersible Titan, operated by U.S.-based Ocean Gate Expeditions, began its descent at 8 a.m. on Sunday. It lost all contact soon after that during what should have been a 2-hour dive to the Titanic. Those aboard the sub include well-known billionaires and scientists who paid $250,000 for the excursion. The submersible is sealed with bolts from the outside, preventing the occupants from escaping without assistance, even if it surfaced. Today marks National Indigenous Peoples Day. A ceremony was held at the Millbrook Cultural Center. The day began with an opening prayer and continued with a repatriated regalia unveiling. There was dancing and drumming as well. The day is celebrated on June 21st, or around this time of year, to mark the significance of the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. The National Day was announced in 1996 by then Governor General of Canada. It's a day to celebrate Indigenous culture and heritage, but to also shine the light on the resilience of Indigenous people and the historic racism that they've faced. Highway safety concerns have long been identified on a section of Highway 103 in Yarmouth County, running between exits 32 and 32A at Argyle and Glenwood. But a proposed $50 million project to address the safety issues is causing a lot of concern and anxiety for local residents who fear their homes and properties will be lost to the work. SaltWire's Tina Camo says they are desperate for answers that the Department of Public Works says they can't yet provide.
There are concerns amongst residents of Yarmouth County relating to a major highway project that has been identified for a section of Highway 103. The section of highway between Argyle Exit 32 and Glenwood Exit 32A has long been identified as a dangerous section of highway with many safety issues in under a kilometer span. To access a seniors' long-term care facility in some homes, motorists have to make sharp right-hand turns off of the highway with no turn lane in a 100 km/h zone. There are abutting turn lanes that create the potential of oncoming traffic in different directions, and over the years there have been near misses, some collisions, and a few fatalities. The Department of Public Works is proposing a project that could cost around $50 million and involves the construction of a new interchange, the closing of exits, the construction of a bridge, and the opening up of 2 dead-end roads to through traffic. At a public consultation meeting, many told the province they feel the project is a bit overkill. But many people especially expressed concern over what impact this all will have on their homes and properties. Will they still have homes? Will the province have to purchase them or expropriate them? How many properties could be impacted? People say the situation is causing them untold stress, and there is no direct or timely answers forthcoming.
Somebody is not giving us the information we need. And I don't know about the rest of the people here, but my life and a lot of people's lives have been greatly impacted. You can say all you want about not having information. You've got a hell of a lot more information than we got.
The Department of Public Works says it wants to provide the answers that the public is seeking, but it's still not yet into the specific details of the highway project, and so it can't give those answers at this time. It says that information will come at the right time. It also says it will do all it can to lessen the project's impact on homes and properties.
Sometimes we get criticized that why did you wait so long to talk to people about it? Why did you take so long to inform us? So we have more answers the longer you wait, but people generally want to know what's going on as early as possible. But the earlier in the process you are, the less answers we have to specific questions.
That's not the response people were hoping for, but at this point, it's the best they could get. This is Tina Camo, reporting for SaltWire in Yarmouth County.
On to weather now. To see what's coming up in the forecast, we're going to check in now with our weather specialist, Allister Aalders.
Welcome to summer, Kate. It was a beautiful start to the new season here in HRM. We had lots of sunshine. Temperatures were in the mid-20s and the humidity was low today, and a bit of a light breeze this afternoon. And we have more sunshine and warmth in the forecast before we start to see some changes to the overall pattern. This evening we'll have clear skies and the temperature near 18 degrees around the mid-evening. And heading out the door, it will be near 10 degrees on Thursday morning with mainly sunny conditions. Into the afternoon, sunshine and a high of 27 degrees except 16 along parts of the coast. That is thanks to a southwest wind that will be in place. We have more sunshine and warmth on the way for Friday, and then on Saturday, more clouds, maybe even a chance of showers, and then more widespread showers and a risk of thunderstorms on Sunday. It's also looking unsettled for the last week of June, and we'll also be turning up the humidity next week. Kate.
Thank you, Allister. That's all for now. For more extended video and full online articles, stay tuned to saltwire.com. And you can find us on social media. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Turn off the noise. Tune in to what matters. What matters is information you can trust. What matters is the news you can use to make life's big decisions. Informed healthcare choices, casting the smart vote, or opening that business. What matters is understanding the world around you. Let SaltWire connect you to what matters with unlimited access to the information you need for only $20 for the first year. Become a member today.